Well, there are just too many unanswered questions. Who killed Felix, Mwau and Justus Mutumwa? Why did it take 6 weeks before their bodies were processed at the City Mortuary? And why did their families struggle to find them despite weeks of desperate search? Tonight, we take you through the chilling timeline of events. How 4 men, Felix Mwau, Justus Mutumwa, Karani Mwema and Stephen Mbisi were abducted in Lolongo, the agonizing wait for their families and the shocking discovery of 2 bodies while 2 men remain missing. So what really happened and who is responsible? Here's a chronology of this unsettling case. It all began on December 17th when Stephen Kavingo and Justus Mutumwa were forcibly taken by armed men in a black Subaru. The 2 were last seen being dragged into the vehicle at gunpoint. On the very next day, Martin Mwau and Karani Mwema were abducted in a similar manner, just a short distance away from where the first 2 were taken. The 4 victims would soon become known as the Mlolongo 4. For weeks, the families searched hospitals and mortuaries across Nairobi, including the Nairobi Funeral Home, now known as City Mortuary, but their loved ones remained elusive. Despite submitting DNA samples, there was simply no match, and the police had no answers. On the 30th of January, the search took a tragic turn. 2 bodies, later identified as Mutumwa and Mwau, were discovered at the Nairobi Funeral Home. Police had registered them as unknown males. By January 31st, the families confirmed the identities of the deceased. Now, civil society groups, including the Law Society of Kenya and the Police Reforms Working Group, have demanded accountability, calling for a national missing persons database. Meanwhile, a post-mortem was scheduled for the 1st of February, which is tomorrow, to determine the cause of death. Reports from family members have raised alarm over signs of torture on the bodies. As we speak, the fate of Mbisi and Mwema remains uncertain as investigations unfold. The families of the Mlolongo 4, along with the public, are now demanding answers, with the discoveries of the bodies reigniting calls for accountability and a growing push for justice. The nation watches closely to see if the government will take decisive action to halt the rising abductions.